You know, I'm so far behind in my YouTube uploads that at this point, this video that you're seeing is probably gonna drop way after this shit was ever relevant. So I made this video on August 28th, which is today, but today by today's standards, and tomorrow it'll be yesterday. And by the time you see this, because I'm not uploading it today, or maybe I could upload it today. I could just skip ahead and make content that I don't have to. Anyway, I want to talk to y'all about something real quick. Real quick. Mask mandates are returning. These are unsupported by scientific evidence. They are motivated by superstition and power. This is a battle for freedom and truth. Do not comply. Kevin Bass, PD, a PhD, MS, med student, scientist, free speech, human rights, as seen on Tucker Carlson and in the Newsweek. Reviews do not reflect those of my colleagues. Cats or guinea pig. Has a stub stack. August 20th, 2023. Greetings, faculty, staff, and students. Effective immediately, Morris Brown College has reinstated its COVID-19 mask mandate due to reports of positive cases among students in the Atlanta University Center. Over the next 14 days, the following protocols will be in place. Mask wearing. All students and employees are required to wear face masks. Staff may remove in their offices while alone. Physical distancing. Students must maintain physical distancing. Large gatherings. Institutional guidelines for gathering sizes must be followed. There will be no parties or large student events on campus for the next 2 weeks. Isolation and quarantine. Students must adhere to institutional policies and CDC guidelines for isolation and quarantine. Contact tracing. Compliance with college-initiated contact tracing efforts is expected. Symptom monitoring. Students and employees are obligated to undergo temperature checks upon campus arrival. Regular hand washing and sanitation. Frequent hand washing is expected from all students and employees. As time progresses, this was bound to happen. I need to put on the science cap for a little, because no matter how well I explain this, this is going to go over some people's heads. Okay. Look, you dumb pieces of shit, okay? Bray Wyatt passed away because he caught COVID and it made a heart issue worse. If at this point in time, if you think COVID's not a problem, look at like who you're losing in the real world. Can we try that? May we be able to try that this time around? I hate to make this a case for morality yet again, because I know a lot of y'all like facts, figures, and numbers. But I just told you I put like 180 plus people in the ground, whether that's through COVID, whether that's through natural death, freak accidents, shootings, stabbings, fire bombings. No matter if like a thing blew up and a building collapsed. No matter how those people, like, I'm telling you, something clicked off in March 2020. This was bound to be an inevitability because other countries do this without needing to be asked. And there is no fight for freedom. There is no tyranny. It's just something nice that people do. I don't understand how you live on the same planet as other people who do the same thing you do, and you look at them like, why is their quality of life better? And then whenever you get even a tingent of what they might do, that's too much for me. What are you talking about tyranny for? You're also going to notice that a lot of these people are going to take places, i.e., college campuses, maybe a gay. Wait. Hold on. You're going to get into this world where you're going to see people take college campuses, certain parties, places, etc. You're going to see this and that and the blah, 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 and then Y99s. But they're going to be very small locations, like a paintball arena closing because mad people have gotten COVID every time they walk through the fucking doors. You're going to get a restaurant shop where all the people are out because of COVID. Hey, so because we almost lost all of our employees to COVID, we require that you wear a mask when coming in. It's tyranny and freedom. It's tyranny. They're taking away our freedoms. And it's only that one place that's doing it. Now, as time progresses, we are under the understanding that like viruses exist on this earth and like one of them can cause a pandemic, right? Naturally. That's unless you're like super weird, that's how this works. What do we do now? What do we do when some people notice, oh shit, we got people dropping like flies? What is it from? It's from COVID. Oh fuck, we should tell people to, go back to that at least while they're on campus. Whatever happens off campus, we don't care about. It's tyranny and freedom. Do you go to this college? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to interject one of the dumbest points into here because it's gonna reround me all the way to why conservatism is just the dumbest circular arguments being purported as a presidential party. You mad about trans women in women's sports? Do you play a sport? You're a woman who thinks that trans women are trying to replace you? Are you fucking stupid? You're right, yo. And you know what's crazy? It's like you're right there, and you're saying they're trying to replace us, and it's like you're right there. You are right there. Like nobody's doing nothing to you. You're standing right there. Like keep trans people out of women's sports. And it's like, bro, do you like you go home from your job as a cop and beat your wife? When have you had time for sports in general? Like, oh man. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. It was inevitable that at some point some people were going to take COVID a little too seriously or not take it serious enough and get fucking punished for it. When people try to put in measures to help those who have not been affected yet and keep things going as normal, so that way somebody doesn't die, people will chime in and say, do not comply. Do not comply to what? Do you go to this college? I sense these are less intended to be proven effective medical interventions, more like testing the waters quasi military exercises. A litmus test to see how many are still embedded within the matrix. Sue Marshall joined June 2022 has tweeted, I see the SEC have found the time to investigate Trump's DWAC, says it all really. Has 3 tweets and just be in the replies of everybody, right? Yep, just a weird crypto bot. Just a crypto bot. So you're not going to have a real conversation on this platform. So effectively, people are going to say this and you're going to react to it by saying something along the lines of, you're clearly crazy, the logic around it. We have to develop a stronger informational hold on this subject. I'm sorry, but we have officially split so far apart that people will see somebody die in a helicopter crash and say, were they vaxxed? And some people don't mean it as a joke. Some people mean it as outrage bait. It doesn't matter. The conversation exists there. We as a society need to get a hold on this dumb shit. Because I'd like to remind you that nobody's being paid to stay home. Most places have lifted COVID restrictions, if not the whole fucking universe at this point. And like the amount of people dying have slowed to a point where you stopped giving a fuck when it was 3,000. Now you don't give a fuck if it's 300. You just lost Bray Wyatt. Like, I don't know what to say at this point. Like, you're fucking stupid. And you're going to see more of this fucking stupid people as time goes on. We are not at the point of believing it anymore. Ask them, instead of trying to debunk whatever they say and finding the source of it, ask them, okay, so what's the next step here? Let's take a look at what you're looking at, and I want you to show me where the tyranny is and where it hurt you on this piece of paper. Oh, well, they're instituting masks. Where? At a college. Are you even in that state? No. So then why do you care? Well, no place should be doing it. Why do you care about the small rinky dink ass like barbershop in Colorado? I mean, well, if one place does it, they could all do it. Are they doing it now? Were they doing it before? Are they doing it now? No. Were they doing it before? Yeah, everybody was. Okay, so clearly they can stop doing it. And do you think a system like this would ever want to stop having control over people? Like, what would be the point in like turning it on and off again if we could just do it all the time? Matter of fact, speaking of the which, didn't you make more money like during that time? Oh, I didn't take unemployment. I had to work. So nothing changed for you. So, like, if nothing changed then and nothing changed now, where's the tyranny for you? Because they were locking everybody else up and telling them they couldn't go to bars or whatever. Are they doing that now? No. So then what does it matter? We're at the point where you're already on the other side of this. Everybody's already on the other side of it, whether you literally just lost somebody to COVID or you've never even seen somebody have COVID. Like on one end, both ends of the spectrum, we're away from it. According to everybody else, we're post. So all of this don't even matter in that first case. Therefore, even bringing it up is bad faith. If the point you're trying to make can only be presented through bad faith, we're done listening to it. We need two sides that make fucking sense. The other side don't make sense because how many, see? Circular fucking arguments. I'm the paradigm shift. I'm out of here.